This video is going to be kind of jumpy and short because I'm trying to edit it to make sure it's as short as possible so it's accepted on the YouTube site. But I think everybody knows that when you want to sign into Cabrini Learn Your Online Classroom, you use your username and your password. If you're not familiar with the URL, that's the URL to get to your classroom. So I'm going to sign in with my username and password. Okay, then I'm going to be taken to all the courses I'm registered for. And in this case, I'm going to go down to the summer semester 14-15. That's the academic year. And I see the courses in this case where I'm the instructor, which is MACC 530 and MACC 570. Now, I'm going to use a MACC 530 class as an example since it's equally applicable to 570. So let's click on the MACC 530 class here, and that'll take us into our classroom. Now we see the classroom, which contains, when you sign into the classroom, right away you're going to see the announcements, and you're going to see the latest announcements, and you'll want to pay particular interest to the newest announcements that talk about the work that needs to be done between 525 and 531 here. Now, if I want to take my MACC 530 pretest, or when I take it, all I need to do is go to the left tab in the classroom and select the MACC 530 pretest. Now, before I do that, I'm going to convert the screen to what the student normally sees. So this is what you would normally see when you sign in. All the other bells and whistles regarding the site are gone since that's for the instructor. So what I'm going to do is going to sign into the MACC 530 pretest link. I click on that. I'm going to get some instructions for the pretest. So when I want to drill down into the pretest, I click on the URL. And now I'm taken to the begin screen of the pretest. And again, it gives me some technical information. And when I'm ready, I can go ahead and begin. I hit the begin link. And again, I have some information regarding the test and instructions. I'm also given the time that's remaining in my session, which in this case is you're allowed 2 hours. And then down towards the bottom, you're going to start seeing the different multiple choice questions. And when you're done with one, you can go on to number 2 and so forth. So that's how you access the MACC pretest. Now let's go back out of the MACC pretest and take a look at how we get into the Blackboard live classroom, or what we call the Collaborate classroom. So if you're with MACC 530, we will be meeting Thursday night on the 28th at 7:15 for a live class. So you should be in the classroom on or before 7:15 on May the 28th. Then on the following Thursday, the MACC 570 class will have a live class. So we're going to, when 530 has a class, 570 doesn't, and vice versa. So let's assume now, or let's go ahead and try the live classroom for MACC 530 right now. To do that, we click on the live classroom link. Based upon that, then we see a list of classrooms, and what I've done is, you can see some scheduled classes down here, but what I've done is I've set up just a very quick experimental class. And what you want to do is, when the classroom is available, you'll see this little icon right here, and you click on that available classroom. Now you're going to go through the next screen, which talks about room details, and basically what you're really interested in is clicking on Join Room. Now, depending upon whether you're using Firefox or Chrome, you're going to see things that may be slightly differently, or may appear slightly differently. In this case, what it's asking you to do is download Blackboard Collaborate Launcher and then open it. You click on that, and you can see that Collaborate is verifying the application. And again, don't be too concerned if this takes a few minutes, because it does take a few minutes each time. Now we're loading Blackboard Collaborate. It's loading pretty quickly tonight, so there we go. Now what you will see right here is that we are in the Collaborate classroom. And you can see me as a moderator here, and all your classmates will appear throughout within the main room. So that's how you get to your Blackboard classroom. And as we go on, when we get into the classroom, I'm going to take you on a tour of the classroom and show you how to work the various attributes within the classroom. But I just wanted to show you how to get into it right now. The other thing is then when you want to leave the classroom, all you have to do is simply close it out and end your session. Okay, now let's move on to one other item that I want to talk to you about now that we've covered the classroom. Okay, the dashboard, the Surgeon Kohler practice MCQs. Again, I ask you to complete certain practice sets, and I want to just remind you of how that works. Please remember when you get into the Surgeon Kohler dashboard to make sure you selected the correct tab. In this case, we've selected BEC, which is what we want. We then select the Customize Study button, and that will take us to a customized study landing page. And make sure that you're on objective questions, which is normally defaults to that. Then let's assume that I want you to select all the items in category 1. Okay, I'm going to drill down on category 1 to show you how far it goes. So there are subcategories under category 1. But if I ask you to do all the questions, or at least access all the questions in category 1, you simply check category 1, and at that point in time, then when you set your session duration by whether it's 5 questions, 10 questions, or whatever you're going to do, it will provide you questions from the categories that you've selected. If I select, let's say, 4A and B, I ask you to use 4A and B, you can drill down and select 4A and 4B, and you will be asked questions only from those particular items. So again, when you hit start, it'll start asking you the questions. And again, remember, you do not have to complete these questions all at once. You just have to complete the cumulative number of questions that are required in your MACC 530 or MACC 570 rubric, and it's going to be optimal, expected, average, minimum, and based upon the amount of questions you do attempt, you'll be given a grade score based upon that. So hopefully that'll give you some information. If you have any questions, give me a call, 970-227-3179. Thanks.